Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Rush Racing Division 1, round number 11. Yes, 7 more rounds to go of this championship for season number 9. And we are at the Temple of Speed, the Temple of Light, the Temple of Fastness, or the Temple of Turn 1, if you want to call it that way. We're at Monza for Division 1, a great track. We've got Lesmos, we've got Parabolica, we've got Scari, and then we've also got Turn 1 shenanigans here. Well, hopefully we don't have Turn 1 shenanigans, but we do. We normally get it. Well, up and down. It depends. Anyway, I'm your host and commentator tonight, SJ, and I'm joined by the man who drives in the house and is now starting to get into commentating. It's Shaz. Good evening.
Yes, Jay, welcome everyone. Good evening here from Australia. Those that are listening and those around the world, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Yes, Monza, my favourite track. I love Italy. I love my pasta, I love my pizza, and most of all, I love to go to Monza. It's a fantastic track, Monza. As you said in the opener, it's going to be carnage. Turn 1, anywhere that has a chicane at turn 1 is carnage. But it's going to be good tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Division 1 can produce for us.
Yes, definitely. I'm looking really forward to seeing what's going to happen here. It's going to be a good night. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. But let's go through some of the stats that we're going to go through. We've got the race winners, so that's going to come up now from last week at Silverstone. We do have Team of the Week, but we won't announce that until we get the interview when that person is free. But there you go. Silverstone are your sprint winners there. So you got Dante in the Ferrari, Portstar, Sprinter Giggles, 2A, Dutch Verstappen, and Jackal. Your sprint winners from last week. Then we're going to go over to the feature, which is coming up very, very soon. Sorry, I just put my phone on silent to apologise. And there we go. We've then got the feature winners. The Jonno, Dido, Lilish Draco, 2A, Donut Gorilla, and Nishka. Were your winners. So a little bit of a surprise there. We had 2 Williams, 2 Alpine, and then the other one we had 2 McLaren as well. So looking forward to that. Jumping over onto the paddock as well. What have we got going on tonight's race? Who is on the grid? Dino's in the Williams, Chandler's in the Alpine, Dante's in the Ferrari. Fat Cat is back on the track. Really good to see him back. We then got Jonno in the Ferrari, Plugger in the VCAM, Webber, a new driver and a reserve for Mercedes. Aiden's Raiden in the Alpine. Would say that's Kalki with that name. And then we've got number 1 Swift in the Red Bull, Keithy in the Kick, Lockie in the McLaren, Burrito Man in Williams reserving, and also Lockie reserving, JF7 in the Aston, and then Campbell Adams in the Vico. We are waiting for one more driver. Hopefully we'll join into quali. But it's going to be an interesting night. Don't forget, track selection is now at 70,000. So if you've got 70,000 points, feel free to get amongst it and get on board the bandwagon for the track selection. This looks like it's going to be an interesting night. Good to see Campbell and Fat Cat back on the track, Shaz.
It is. It's always good when you get the esports boys of Campbell in, and Fat Cat. He's been okay this season. When he's been good when he's been here, and it's going to be good to see how they go at the Temple of Speed. It is a quite technical track, so it'd be interesting to see the difference between those esports boys and the regular drivers.
Definitely. We have to wait and see what happens here. This will be a very interesting night here, and Jonno has got a real opportunity here to really pull in a bit of a lead here in the championship for Division 1. So we'll have to wait and see how that is going to go. But it's going to be very exciting. Campbell Adams has been very quick in the last few weeks, but has also been not his best. I've not seen the best of Campbell. I've seen a few situations that he's got involved in. The spin at Brazil. Obviously the DNF in I think Monaco as well. So, but I know this man is very quick at Monza, and this should be a very exciting night ahead. Right, Chaz, who do we jump on board with for an outlap? We've got Dante, Fat Cat, Jonno, Aiden's Raiden, number 1 Smith or Campbell Adams. Who would you like to pick, sir?
Let's go with our championship leader. He's about to start his lap.
Okay, over to you for a flying lap with Jonno.
Comes in, he's going to hit the line, open up that DRS, and the DRS down this long burst straight into the first chicane. Tight, whips it in hard, tries to get that car rotated around, he gets it through. We've dumped some ERS here out. Get safe when he gets to 70 and puts it back. He's going to come down into the first of our very tight and technical parts of this track. Lots of it is Monza. He gets through. It's a quick little burst of ERS out of the corner into the quick sweeping right-handers. 50, 60, up he goes. Locks it at 6, drops down into 5th just to get a bit more grab out of the corner. Dumps the ERS and the DRS. He'll want to get to about 45 before he hits Ascari. He's going to come in, he hits the brakes as late as he can. Careful not to invalidate. He's gone purple. He knows the game can be questionable when he opens up that ARS. He's going to just run this down to Parabolica. Quickly off it, hits the 50 metre board on the brakes. Careful not to slip the inside curve. He's done well there, straight back onto the ARS. He's going to see where he can go. He's going to be tight this time. And he's done a 18-2, which is, look at these guys, Fat Cat and Kim, wow. That is lightning compared to the rest of the bankers. Remembering that the track will come to later on in the session. That was a good lap for Jonno in third so far.
Yeah, thank you, Shaz. Yeah, Fat Cat 117.370, Camel Ams 117.625. They are your 2 times at the moment. We've got JF7 and Lockie and Kalki still in the pits. We've also got Webber in the pits as well. I think Webber does need an invite. I think he's desync. So Shaz, if you can get him one, that would be absolutely amazing. We've got channels on that lap as well. We've got some few times coming in. Dante put it up into P3 of 117s. All the 17s coming in there. 18 there for Jonno, 18 for Keithy, 18.3 for Burrito, and 18.5 and a 19 flat there for Plugger. So Plugger reserving up tonight for the V-Cub. And we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen here. We've got Chandler's about to start his lap. So we'll get on board here and we'll jump on with the interview in a second. But here we go. We've got Chandler's coming into turn 1 very, very nicely there. Has had a bit of an up and down season so far. Won it last season, not anywhere near it this season. So hopefully things can change near the end of the season. We'll have to wait and see. But here we go, coming into the sausage curve into sector 2. How does he take it? He's getting into 8th gear, dropping down into 3rd very nicely. The car a little bit unsteady there on the left-hand side. We'll have to wait and see. Coming into Lesmos there very, very nicely. Get off the curb. Do not want to be hitting that curb coming into Lesmos. Then coming into the next part of the DRS. Really fighting the car there. Getting onto the DRS now all the way towards Ascari. Here we go. 52% gear 8. All the way. Does he drop into any gears? Still no. Into gear 5. Going a little bit wide there. Getting a good exit coming out now. Then he'll burn all his ERS coming all the way down the main straight. No traffic in front. No traffic behind. A pretty good well, should be a pretty good time from number Chandler's here in P11 at the moment. Looking likely to cross the line. Thought he was going to go in the pit lane, and he does. He does a 118.795. Thought he was going to be pushing it into the 17s. Unfortunately, not down there in P9. And Chaz, we have a surprise interview here. We'll jump on board with his driver, Webber, tonight with Vettel. If Vettel is in the comms, I'll let you take this one away. Okay, Shaz, we lost you there. Are you there, Shaz?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, we've got Vettel in. I'll let you take this one away. Over to you.
Good evening, Vettel. Welcome to Mission 1.
Yeah, g'day Shaz, how are we?
Yeah, good mate, good. How are you going first and foremost for yourself and the team, how they looking going into Monza this week?
So yeah, the team we've been doing a lot of practice. I know my Div 4 and I did Div 4 drivers and me did some practice like 2 in the morning this morning. But no, we're looking really good for Monza. I've put a new slogan. It's called the Merc Lock-in. Um, we've got about 6, 7 more races to go. But no, I'm sure we'll be fighting more higher up in the coming races time.
No, very good, mate. How have you found it since silly season? It's been back onto those circuit racing more than the street circuits. So have you enjoyed it a bit more?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of silly season's pretty chaos. I mean, the first one we had was insane, and then there's a new one, and I'll just give you guys a little sneak peek. A very fast driver wants to come to Mercedes. Let's just say that. Um, that's all I'll say for now. Um, Lamb, I know you're in the chat. Watch out. I'm joking, but anyway, but yeah, Mercedes. Planning to a. I don't know if I'm planning to do driver swaps, so I'll have to check in with them. But I'll definitely hand them off to good teams.
No, very good, mate. There you go. And as we've seen this week, track selection has dropped down to 70,000 points. What's a track that you would like to see that we haven't seen this year or this season that you'd like to see next season?
Well, it's funny you say that. This Monza we're on right now was my track selection last season. Um, I probably I'd say Austria, Last season, I was just reminding my drivers last night of last season, Austria. I'm sure SJ remembers that very well. It was chaos, in other words. It was 100% race. I was on like 30 lap old mediums and had disconnected twice. I went AI for a split second and it pitted me at like at the most wrong time possible. Austria, and I still recovered and won that race. So yeah, definitely Austria. I won on the track.
No, very good, mate. Well, I'll hand you over to SJ if he's got any questions.
Yeah, Vettel, obviously hearing that news. Silly Season Part 2, I think this is the second time, well, this is the first time we've ever done this. Do we see, are you gonna be busy? Is it gonna just be, a pretty easy week, this week? Or are you gonna be going into looking to make a few little maneuvers before the end of the season, because it is only like round 12 and there's only going to be 6 rounds left, so there's not long left, but can make some big changes going into the ovals.
Yeah, I'm not sure to be honest. I can't. I think there's be certain divisions I can probably name. There might, if I can snag a Div 1 driver, that'd be awesome. Not really a trade or a swap, just get whoever I can really. Um, or even two, that'd be perfect. But I can name maybe one or two divisions that I can definitely trade off or get a new driver. But yeah, Mercedes, we're trying to be the best possible. I'm trying to have a mix of like loyalty, like good bonding, and obviously being fast. And I know a lot of team principals and drivers think I have a different approach to team principal, being a team principal. But I mean, I'm not hearing my own drivers complain.
Good man, good man. Well, yeah, unfortunately, your driver didn't listen to the memo, and unfortunately he's out. But you've got Webber in. Webber, new driver for Mercedes, reserving tonight. What's your thoughts on him?
Well, right now for people that have set a lap, he is in last. But Monza's a track where, as we saw 2 seasons ago, season 7, Div 2, Squash Josh. Um, that could happen again for all we know. No, there's it's chaos around lap 1. It can be chaos just turn 1 in general, whatever lap. So the recovery is there. And then tomorrow, Div 4 and Div 2 will hopefully recover from whatever happens tonight.
Yeah, I think that's the main gig for most guys at the moment, most TPs as well. That they just getting these grids filled for points, not hoping for anything massive, and then concentrating on their own divisions, which is obviously 2 tomorrow night with Flubber and Shifty, and obviously Division 4 with Bread and who's the
Tyler Mendes.
That's it, Tyler. Sorry. Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you very much for jumping in as always. Enjoy the race, and hopefully we'll be talking to you very soon.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, boys, and I'll speak to you soon.
Cheers, Vettel. Okay, well, there we go. Surprise interview from Tudor for Vettel. Thank you very much, Tudor. Thank you very much, Vettel. Shaz, 3 minutes to go. Fat Cat taking pole position over Campbell Adams. So Fat Cat got some serious pace at Monza tonight. Dante up there as well in the 17s. We've still got Yusuf and Lockie still to set times. Yusuf is finally in, which is good to see. Lockie down there in P16. Few drivers unfortunately missing out drivers tonight, but it is what it is. 2 minutes to go. Are you still thinking Fat Cat, or are you still thinking Campbell Adams?
Gonna go Campbell. I think Campbell will grab him right at the end, I think. And just had a good time. It'll just depend. They're both coming out now. It's relatively the same time, so it'll be all about where they are and where. Campbell will know what he has to do. At the end of sector 1. I think he can chase him down.
All right, we won't be interviewing Vettel again, Lamb. So there you go. There's your points back, mate. So don't waste your points. All right, there we go. If you can get Kalki an invite, that would be amazing. He's actually retired, so if we can get him an invite, that would be back. That would be great. But yeah, here we go. Shaz is going to get onto the invites and try and get Kalki back in. And we've got Lockie and Yusuf. Yusuf into the pits. Just got enough time to get out and do a time. 1 minute 46, so he's going to have to get out now. And we've got Lockie down there in an outlap as well. It hasn't set a time, so we'll have to wait and see. There we've got Fat Cat, who's going very slow. He's letting everyone past at the moment. We've then got Campbell Adams. Meowie Gaming, mate. Where are you? You should be in this seat, mate. What's going on there? We're watching the stream, but not racing. Naughty. 1 minute and 22 to go. We've got Fat Cat. I'm on holiday, gang. Where are you, mate? Anywhere nice? Let me know. Okay, alright, that's awesome. Okay, well, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. And I don't have F125. Brucey Boy. I don't know who that is. No idea who you are, Brucey Boy, but welcome. Right, let's have a look. You don't have F1, mate. Well, you want to get it if you want to race here, or just jump in and just enjoy the stream. We're going to watch Fat Cat, and we're going to jump on board. I have checked it. I can't do anything else now. It's locked, bro. Unfortunately, you'll have to wait till next week, and that's a bit of a shame. But yeah, you'll be good to go for next week. We've got Fat Cat coming into turn 1, 1:17.274. Is he going to be able to take pole position? That's going to be the question. We'll have to wait and see. My last season with you guys, I can't remember, Brucey, mate. You'd have to tell me. I can't remember who you are. Name, Discord or something. Let me know. Fat Cat coming into the sausage cap. Are we seeing improvement? No. 0.018. Fat Campbell Adams has invalidated. I think he isn't going to. Is he going to be able to get round again? I think it could be done. Let's have a look. I can't see the time coming up at the moment. Just jumping on board with Fat Cat. Any time improvement there for him. Campbell Adams is coming around the corner. 0.27. And he does just get through to go again on a lap. So let's have a look. It's all about Fat Cat, Campbell, and Dante at the moment. And Fat Cat still not up on his time. 0.038 at the moment. Campbell Adams, what about him? He's at 0.27, but he's invalidated. And he is done. So he's going to stay P2 at the moment. Fat Cat will take pole position if he just leaves it as it is. What about Dante? Dante can cause a problem as well. If he can get 3 temps off, he can probably try and jump Campbell Adams. We'll have to wait and see as Fat Cat comes across the line. Does a 1:17.242. Improves. What about Dante? No. He goes to a 5.34. Campbell Adams invalidated. We've got Raiden as well in that P7 position. We'll have to wait and see. Is he going to improve? No, he's invalidated. JF7, he's invalidated. Jonno is invalidated as well. Dido down there in P13, 2.5 temps up on his time. Are we going to see an improvement from him? It looks like we are. Where's he going to go? He goes P10 with his teammate of Burrito Man. And then we've then got Plugger down there in P14, and Yusuf, who hasn't set a time. That will definitely be looked at by the onboard stewards there, so I'll have to wait and see what happens there. But Fat Cat taking pole position.
Yeah, that was a good qualifying. Jesus.
Okay, Shaz, I'll let you take away the top three.
There you go. Fat Cat, Campbell Adams, and Dante, or Dante, depending on how you pronounce it. Kalki has also done well. Keith Chandler's in 6th. Aiden is raiding with some good times. What are there? 7 attempts, clears 1 first attempt. So it is good to see.
Yes, going to be a very interesting race. I have to wait and see what happens. We have 16 or 17 on the grid. Fat Cat gets the jump there on Campbell Adams. Jonno down there in P9. That's not good for his championship at the moment, Shaz.
No, it's not. But as we know, it's not all about qualifying pace. It is also race pace as well. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we are going to have to wait and see. I'm still trying to work out who that Brucey boy is at the moment.
Hopefully I'm sounding a bit cleaner on the stream too. People saying I'm a bit quiet on the stream, but hopefully I'm a bit cleaner now. I've just moved to the PlayStation from the PC.
Okay, all right, there we go. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. Going to go into turn 1. Let's have a look at the excitement. I need to be able to keep start messaging me because I'm getting confused. Right, there we go. Shaz, I'll let you take it away for the start of this race.
Thanks, mate. Here we go. We're on the grid and the lights are going out. 5 lights. They hold them for a long time, but it's go time. And it is Campbell and Fat Cat that are pushing each other early, but Fat Cat gets the jump and crosses over. Campbell tries to get there. Kalki comes in. Oh, there's a big lock-up from the Alpine of Chandler's, but he gets it safe, and I think at the moment, other than a little bit of barge and wheels, she's clean. But have a look at these two. They've just raced away early already. They are already they're a second ahead of 4th place. They are away. But it's going to be a run down. Fat Cat's got the run. He's going to try and get it. We know how difficult the dirty air is. So far, touch wood, it's been nice and clean. Other than a bit of jostling for position, there's been no one change out. We look at them as they make the run for the first time up through Ascari. And that is nice and clean, which is what we want to see from every division this season already. Yusuf gets a 3-second time penalty already. Into Parabolica they go. And I tell you what, for the Theatre of Thunder, as it's known as Monza, it is crazy that it is straight lines and it is single file so far with a bit of jostling happening back in the pack.
Yeah, thank you very much.
But that is what...
Go on, carry on.
Yeah. No, that's what we like to see. Nice clean racing. They've been racing hard, and SJ, mate, that's a good clean start to Div 1.
Yeah, no, great start. Obviously, 16 cars all the way through. Obviously, 3-second time penalty there for you. So we've got a little bit of Hammond and Haran there with Burrito and Dido moving around there. Down into P10 and to P11. We've got Lockie up into P14 getting the job done on Plugger there. Everyone getting points apart from one driver at the moment. So really good opportunity for most of these guys. We'll have to wait and see how it's going to go. As Plugger and Lockie going really close there at the back. We're going up to the front. We've got Chandler's up into P3. We were seeing that he has lost it this season a little bit, so we'll have to wait and see what happens here, but doing a great job. There is a bit of an echo apparently, so I don't know what's going on there. Mine's on mute, so I don't know how that's coming from me. It could be coming from Shaz. We'll have to wait and see. We've got a few guys on mixed strategies there. We've got Campbell on the hards, Jonno on the hards, and Weber on the hards as well, as Dante looks to go for a move. Kenny, I'll be back to Discord. I don't know who you are, mate. I have no idea who you are. If you can tell me who you are. I don't know who you are. Brucey boy, I don't know who you are. I've got no idea. Let me know your Discord name. You got Graveyard Shift guy there. He is in doing the fastest lap up into P4. That's Kalki doing a great job so far. Cameron Adams staying very, very close to Fat Cat on those hards as well. And he's being really close there to Chandler's. He's trying to get the move done. Driven Edits. I don't know who that is either. No idea who that is. Sorry. I don't know who you are. Yusuf up into P11 now with that 3-second time pen. And yeah, a lot of changes going on so far, but so far so clean there by Division 1.
What would you like to see let's get a prediction going. SJ, we didn't do one for qualifying. What would you like to see the prediction be early on?
When do the front runners come in?
When do the front runners come in, righto?
Yep. And go 8. Whoa! Kalki comes off track there, and that could have been curtains for the kick driver. He's got that all wrong there. He manages to get back onto track just in front of his teammate. I think Keefe will go past. He should let him pass there. That was very, very close there. That could have been curtains for Kalki, and that could have been game over. And Keefe's now going to come under. He's going to come under pressure, so we'll have to wait and see who's going to get the move done. And it is Keefe. They're going to do team orders. But JF7, he is hammering in the wings there, looking to go for a move into turn 1. Does he get the move done? Oh, it's going to go side by side there. Yes, there we go. Oh, no! He's got it all wrong. Kalki's not having the night at all at the moment, and he's gone off track there. Oh, he's lost the rear as well, and drops down there into P16. And, well, his teammate now, Keefe, up into P5. So a bit of drama there for the Kicksaba driver himself, all the way down to P16. And then go laps 8, 9, 10, and 11. This is your next expired. Do apologise, Booty Boy. We've got drama at the back as Kalki has lost it and he's gone round, so something's happened there. I don't know why it keeps saying it's expired. I need to sort that out. Sorry. Let me fire this link in. I'll let you take it away.
No worries, mate. Kalki's saying that he's got some throttle issues for Kalki from Swift there. As we see, he is struggling towards the back, but as we get up to the front, the top 5 are in a DRS train, and it's all about who can get there. Campbell Adams on the hard tyre is an advantage at the moment, but in saying that, it's going to be a question on what happens as they go through there. There are changes being made as Thunder gets the move on Aiden Israel into turn 1. Jonno gone with the hard strategy. He'll be hoping that something can happen, and as we see, Kalki has retired with those throttle issues in the pits, which is good to see. But Chandler was up the diffuser of Campbell Adams. It's a tough one here for these guys, because if you're Chandlers, you want to get past Campbell and get running up the road so that you can get pitted and out of dirty air. But if you're Campbell, your goal is to just keep him at bay.
Yeah, definitely. It's so unfortunate for the kick team there and Kalki. So now they're relying on Keefe to the end of this race, and especially it's been an interesting few weeks actually, leading it, and now losing the lead 2 weeks in a row, and also dropping a little bit further down, and obviously having one of these drivers out, because this is a very strong division for both of their drivers, and losing one tonight, that's massive. So yeah, going to be very interesting to see how this goes, because there's 2 Astons and there's 2 Ferraris and there's 2 Alpines and 2 Williams as well, and 2 VCABs. So yeah, interesting night for Kick. But on that note, Campbell Lambs in P2 at the moment on those hard compound tyres. Fat Cat in number P1. Lap 67 noted. No, we're not doing that rubbish. We're not doing that. No, do not confuse people, please. Thank you for the onboards. We've then got Burrito Man in at P9 as well. He's reserving up tonight. And we've got Jonno in P8. What is going on with Jonno? Is this a fan of Jonno's track? Down there in P8, struggling and into a bit of traffic. But we've seen Jonno. He gets to this situation and he does make his way up to the pack later on, Shaz.
He does. Being the fact that he's gone with the hard strategy, he's going to be struggling a little bit. But what we're seeing now is that DRS train that was 1 to 5 is now 1 to 9. So with Yusuf just out of it, so he'll be making his way now. The hard tyre will start to become superior now, and you'll start to see Jonno make some moves through the field. It'll be about when these guys pit up the front and how far they can get their medium tyres through. Whether they're doing a 2-stop or a 1-stop, there's a lot of variables in the equation here at the moment, but it's good racing so far, as we see Chandler's just dive out and look to make a move, but doesn't quite get the job done. As Jonno's just going to look and look and look.
Well, he's got the move done.
There. He has. He's moved up. He's making moves. From memory, he started in P9, so he's made 3 spots up so far.
1 spot behind his team.
And he's just going to. Yeah. This is 1 spot behind Dante, which he'll be trying to push through. Obviously, the mediums will start to look to pit shortly. It's going to be interesting to see, though.
Yeah, no, definitely. Fat Cat leading that way at the moment on those mediums, and yeah, like you were saying, 1 spot between Keithy and Jonno and his teammate at the moment, who is looking ready to pants and get a move done on Chandler's. So Dante has had a few fantastic races in the last few weeks. We'll have to wait and see how he goes tonight, but he is putting the pressure on Chandler's. Chandler's probably one of his best spots where he has been this season. It's been an interesting season, as we did say earlier on for him. We've got his teammate down there, Aiden's Raiden, down there in P8 at the moment. A lot of drama going on earlier on in this race with the qualifying. That is done. Now we've got the top 3 all in a DRS train. A lot of these guys, I think, all in the DRS train. So anything can happen here. Yusuf up now up in the P10. He's making the jump on his teammate there. He's 2.5 seconds behind Burrito Man, though. But Burrito Man in that P9 position, Dido in P12 in points finishes, and that's the main thing. And yeah, a lot of these guys in DRS will jump on board with Aiden Raiden for flying lap, just to see how he's going to go, because we've seen Chandler's in that P3 spot at the moment. And we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen here, as he is getting quite close to JF7, who is on those medium compound tyres. And in front of him is Jonno on those hard. So you can see that Jonno, Campbell Adams and number 1 Swift are going to go a little bit longer, as Plugger gets a 3-second time pen all the way down there into P15, the last points of the night, which everyone will get points now. So if everyone continues, they will score points. So there should be no reason for retirements tonight, which is good to see. But let's have a look. Aiden is Raiden getting closer to the back of JF7, staying in that DRS. And this is the problem, Shaz. We have a big DRS train from basically P9 all the way to P1. And we are seeing a move go on here between Jonno and Keithy up into P5, and the double Ferraris now in P5 and P6. We saw Burrito Man as well trying to go for a move there on Aiden's Raiden, and they're going to go side by side. A little bit of wheel banging. This is getting exciting. We've got the Williams on the right, the Alpine on the left. They're going side by side. A little bit more ERS there for Aiden's Raiden, and he does keep the move going into the sausage curb. So a little bit of live lay in this race now on lap 9 out of 27, Chaz.
Yeah, exactly right. It is tight, and as we say, it's a massive DRS train. It's just going to be who can control the dirty air with the older tyres now. These tyres will start to really feel the pain, these mediums, from now on. So it's about who can control them through to the end.
Yeah.
And get the move done. It'll be interesting to see. It looks like Dante just gave Jonno the position, so Jonno's made his way up into P4, and he's pushing hard towards Chandler's.
Yeah, there we go.
Chandler's coming in, so lap 9.
Coming in, there you go. So it wasn't he was the top 3, so there you go. So lap 9 is the answer. So you can do your predictions. Do you want me to do it? Lap 9?
I can do it, mate.
Okay, all right, I'll leave you to do that. There you go. So everyone's lost all their money. Again, they thought it was lap 10, but it's lap 9. Ouch! No one is ever going to get this track selection done, Shaz, because everyone keeps losing all their points. Oh, God.
Yep.
Unfortunate. And we got 2 hard runners now in P2 and P3, and Jonno having a great race. We saw him earlier down there in P8, P9. He's now up into P3, sorry. 7.5 temps behind Campbell Adams. And yeah, this is going to be very exciting at the moment. We've got Fat Cat leading the way on those mediums, and I reckon he'll be going for a stop very, very soon. And yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see. But we've got Chandler's and Yusuf deciding to go on those hard compound tyres. Lockie down there in P13 losing the spot to Plugger. Back up to the front. Are we going to see Fat Cat coming in? Let's have a look.
It'll be interesting. But what has happened here with Dante and Jonno having the team orders, it's allowed Dante to pull away from Keith. So Keith's obviously struggling on those mediums. Fat Cat comes in. So our leader's in, and Campbell Adams takes the lead of the race. Most of the medium runners have come in, except for Dante and Thunder and Dido. We see a caution as Lockie is around.
Lockie's gone off there. He's had a bit of a drama there. And he's going to go into...
And that's just that old tyres.
Oh! Into the wall! Oh, a little bit of drama there for Lockie, and he's smacked the braking board as well, so that might be looking at lap 11. That's unfortunate for Lockie there. He's got it all wrong, so I don't know what's happened there. Campbell Adams, though, has pushed out in front 1.5 seconds. He had a puncher! How did he have a puncher, Jackal? That's interesting to hear that. We've got Chandler's and Fat Cat going at it side by side. And yeah, nice little battle going on here. Question is, how long is Campbell going to be able to go on those hards? 1.8 seconds out in front to Jonno, then Dante, then JF7, number 1 Smith, Dido, Weber, Fat Cat, Chandler's, Keithy, Yusuf, Burrito, Aiden's Raiden, Plugger, and Lockie. Got it as soon as he went past the pit lane, had to drive an entire lap with it. Oh, bit of drama there for the McLaren driver of Lockie. Back out the front though, Jonno in 2.1 seconds behind Campbell. Campbell doing the fastest lap, 1 at 20.544 on those hards. So he's got some serious pace that he's now pushing on. And we are starting to see some more pit stops as we're seeing Dante come in, JF7, and Dido as well. So lap 12 out of 27, and yeah, a few pit stops coming in, and we're now seeing nearly every single person on the hard, apart from the top 4, still needing to pit.
Yeah, exactly right. So now it's going to be, can Campbell Adams pull a big enough gap between him and Fat Cat to make sure that he can get out of here in front of him? It's going to be tight. A pit stop at Monza is 22 seconds, and at the moment he's 24 and a half. So yeah, it is going to be interesting to see if he can push and keep that time up, and be able to come in and get the mediums to do the one-stop strategy. Yeah,
it's gonna be it's going to be very interesting to see. Campbell Adams going to be in the wall from Rio Harris F1 there, so we'll have to wait and see. He's thinking that Campbell is going to make a mistake at some point. Well, we'll have to wait and see, Rio Harris, to see what happens, mate. But yeah, at the moment, he is doing a great job. Yusuf getting a penalty, then Dante getting a penalty. Yusuf now putting up 12 seconds of penalties. Yeah, not the best night for Yusuf there in that Red Bull with those pins. So he's trying to push on and do as much as he can in that P9 spot at the moment. And then Dante getting that P3 seconds as well. And you can hear the frustration from the TP in the chat. Jonno doing a great job, P2. And, well, this is the question, isn't it? Fat Cat and Jonno. Fat Cat not being with us last week. We'll have to wait and see. There we go. Cutting corners to catch. Yeah, well, unfortunately, you can't do that. You do get a penalty and you will get penalised. So let's have a look at Yusuf to see what happens here. He has got Keithy in front of him. And we've got yellows, and that's Lockie round down there. So we'll have to wait and see. But, yeah, McLaren's not having a good night tonight. Lockie coming in, and it could be an early retirement. We'll have to have a look. Let's have a look here for Lockie. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully they do continue. But he is struggling. And he's about to be lapped, unfortunately, by Campbell Adams. So Campbell Adams going again, lap 13 out of 27. We're going back down there. Yusuf is right behind Keithy on those fresh tyres as well. But he's got 12 seconds of pens as well. So he is really gunning for Keithy and going for a move there. We've also got Dante out in front as well. So nice little DRS battle. Got 6 seconds of pins in one lap. Yeah, well, obviously track limits is not the key for Yusuf at the moment. And a resubscription there from Calco. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Love the support. And Shaz, I'll let you take it on board with a lap with Yusuf. Over to you.
Yusuf. Thank you, mate. He's got 12 seconds of penalties. He's going to try and make a move. Oh, there's been contact coming into turn 1 by Keithy. He's just knocked him out, so they'll get noted by the onboard stewards. That was just get out of my way. Max Verstappen style. But Yusuf in P10 working his way. Oh, as we see in the background, Aiden is ready to snap. Coming in, missing his braking zone. But Yusuf, oh, he's ran wide too. Oh, Yusuf is having a tough night of it here. We've gone to him and he's got the curse of being on the stream, which is unfortunate for him, but he had the DRS, so he's been able to push it there and push it forward. He's gone there. He's got another 3 seconds of penalties. He's just struggling to keep it on the track. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's Yusuf.
Yeah, it's got another one. He's not having the night at all. Yeah, Whiffs is saying no glitch there. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, but you got the TP now coming into the chat as well and getting a bit frustrated, obviously costing Red Bull points. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. As we're seeing Burrito go for a move on the kick, tries to get the move done. Oh, Yusuf goes around the outside there, doesn't get the move done either. So a little bit of aggressiveness down there in the back. P9, P8, P10, P11. That's brought Aiden into it as well. On JF7 is joining that party as well. And also Dino will join that party. We'll have to wait and see. We're going back up to the front here. Campbell Adams still leading the way. Jonno in that P2. Number 1 Swift as well. What a drive from him tonight in that Red Bull. He's on 14 laps hard. So we'll have to wait and see, going all the way down to the bottom. We'll have to wait and see here. Okay, yeah, don't really need to hear about that. If it doesn't care, then obviously we're having him on the track again. But all in all, there is other people out there to respect and to drive with. We've got Chalmers and Webber, they're going at it in P5 and P6. Webber doing a great job on those 14 lap hards. Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But Weber coming in, snap 16 out of 27. This battle going on here, Burrito, Yusuf, and Aiden as Raiden looks like it's going to get very heated. JF7 looking ready to make a move on the Alpine, does get the job done up into P10. No pens, and Yusuf is at it again. He's gone for a move there, and he's pushed the Williams driver, and that was an interesting move. Has he got the job done? The question is he going to hold the Williams driver up? We'll have to wait and see. He's going to go side by side with him. He's on the overtake mode there, and Burrito, well, he's going to go for the move there. We've got Burrito and Yusuf. They're still going side by side. Who's going to relinquish the position? And Yusuf gets round. Burrito then has to stay in behind, and he's getting really aggressive there. And JF7 comes around the outside and tries to go for a move. Burrito loses out nearly. It's getting very aggressive in this P9, P10 position. So I'm going to jump on board with JF7, and we're going to watch on board with Shaz. Over to you.
Very good, mate. Yeah, it's been tight. We're seeing that Fat Cat's making a catch on to making time up on Campbell, but it's going to be critical. If Campbell pits now, he should be okay. Should be okay on the medium, so he will have the faster tyre. It's just they're going to fall away a little bit earlier as we see Jonno come in and Swift come in. So Fat Cat's going to be the one behind Campbell. 23.5 seconds is the interval. Campbell's just going to try and push this as long as he can, so he has the tyres there. So it is going to be interesting to see what happens here. Yusuf gets another 10 seconds for cutting corners. That's just unfortunate, really. He doesn't care about rush, and he's proven a point at the moment, but that's okay, because what we are seeing is the people that do care about rush are going hard. So will we see Campbell in this lap? You would think so. You would think that he's going to come in, and he does, so it's going to be a watch to see where he is. Fat Cat's just coming out of a Ascari, so it'll be interesting to see what can happen. So he has the pit stop gap at the moment, but it's going to be tight.
Yeah.
He's just left the pit box. This is going to be very tight, this is.
It is.
Oh.
There we go. And there comes Fat Cat coming flying down the main straight. And there we go. He get the job done on Campbell Adams, but Campbell Adams is going to be on very, very fresh tyres as well, so we'll have to wait and see. Can we watch this battle with Yusuf, please? Yep, sure thing. And we've got a hype train coming in as well. Thank you very much for the hype train as well. Really appreciate that. But yeah, looks like it could be a massive opportunity here for Campbell to pull in the gap here now. He's in that P2 spot, and he's on those fresher tyres, and Fat Cat is going to struggle. We'll have to wait and see. We're going a little bit further back down. We've got a nice little battle here between Chandler and Dante. And we've also got Keefe there as well, who's doing a great job as well, even earlier what happened. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see here. But yeah, we've got Dante in that P3 spot, Chandler's in P4, Keefe in P5, Jonno in P6, Yusuf in P7, who will probably finish last of this race. Fat Cat's left the session. Get that man back in as soon as you can, because Campbell has just got the move done. And this looks like this could be an easy win for Campbell Adams there. Fat Cat losing connection. That is not what he wants, because now here comes Dante. I'm following Dante. It's Chandler.
I don't think I've got Fat Cat either.
Oh no. We've got to get the man back in. Fat Cat is falling down the hurdle. He's now going to lose out to Dante. He's going into the pits. Oh no! It's absolute drama here for Fat Cat. That is absolutely unbelievable. And Yusuf has got another 10 seconds, and he's speeding in the pit lane. And I reckon that might be a retirement for Yusuf. Yes, it is. Get that man off the track. He is a danger to others on track, and really unfortunate there for Red Bull on that tonight. But Fat Cat is falling all the way down into P11. That pushes Jonno up into P4, Charles into P3, and Dante into P2 with a 3-second time penalty as well. But there we go.
Poor Fat Cat.
It is so unfortunate. Can we get Fat Cat back in? If you can get him back in, that would be amazing.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to.
Yeah. A lot of drama tonight. Lap 19 out of 27. We're coming up to driver of the day. A little bit of drama early on, spoiling it for others as always. But so far, so good. We've got a nice little battle here for P2 and P3. And looks like we're going to have Jonno jump into that. And maybe even Keithy as well. So that'll be quite interesting to see. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. But Cameron Lamb's doing the fastest time there. We're going up 20 out of 27. And look at some position changes. And Shaz, who is your driver of the day?
Let me just have a look at my position changes. I think it's got to be Jonno at the moment. The way he's driving, the way he's going to go on the faster tyre, you'd think that he's going to get up into the top 3. That's a massive drive for him, and if he can keep it straight, that will be where I'll be giving my points to.
Okay, well, I'm going to give mine to Chandler's because I think Chandler's has done a great job from where he was. So we'll get that in. There we go. So get your vote in. I'll do mine. You done your vote? Is that you?
Yep.
Yep, awesome. There we go.
Yep, that's me.
So there's driver of the day. There we go, guys. Driver of the day is Jonno and Chandler. So get your votes in. 46 people tuning in tonight for Division 1. 7 laps to go. Bit of drama on here. Some pens. Let's look at some penalties. We've got 3 for Dante, 3 for Burrito, 3 for Aiden's Raiden, 3 for Plugger, and 3 for Lockie. There, we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But Fat Cat, is Fat Cat back in the lobby? Let me know if he is. If you can get him in, that would be amazing. Or someone can get him in, that would be great. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. But yeah, we've got Chandler's. Jonno still having a nice little battle though at the moment. And yeah, Chandler's and Dante. Chandler's has got a great opportunity in getting P2 here. But if I'm thinking of what I'm thinking, Dante's not going to make this easy for Chandler's. He's going to hold him up so then Jonno can then catch up, I would say. I think that's going to be the aim here, as Jonno is on those very fresh tyres on those mediums.
No, exactly right. But if you're Chandler's, you just got to probably be a bit careful and just wait for it, because Dante does have that 3-second penalty. So you don't want to cause any issues. Stay in DRS, and if you could use Dante sort of as a bit of a bunny in the DRS, make it a bit harder for Jonno to pass.
Yeah, but you've then Dino getting a 3-second time pen. That's down there in P9. You've got Chandler's that does have no pens, but he's just going to use Dante for that DRS. And there's not 11 laps to 9 laps. Campbell has gone. He is taking the win tonight. Easy, you would say, but unfortunate events for Fat Cat down there in P19. P13. And there you go, Jonno getting the job done. But we'll have to wait and see what happens here. We've got Chandler's in that P4 spot. We've got Keithy in that P5 spot. And we'll have to wait and see here if I don't win this race on the time. But we've got more drama going on here, because Jonno is ready to pounce on his teammate, but he's got Chandler's for comfort. The question is, are Ferrari going to be able to do a fantastic strategy here, or are they going to mess it up? We've got Lamb in the chat. He's probably biting his fingernails massively at the moment. We've got Chandler's trying to keep to the back of Jonno. He is on those fresher tyres at the moment. We're on 22 laps out of 27. And yeah, the question is, who's it going to be? Is it going to be Jonno? Is it going to be Chandler's? Yeah, that's the biggest thing here. I know it's 12 laps to 5, but Jonno is doing everything he can. Chandler's is right behind him, and he's doing a great job at the moment on those older tyres. But yeah, how many laps can he go on those hards as well? I think he's going to be going to the end here, it looks like it. We're going to go a little further back down. We've got Dino as well on the battle of Aiden's Raiden, ready to pounce on those 10 laps. Going to go a little further back up because I can see Chandler's trying to get the move done on Jonno. But the problem here is Jonno's got DRS at the back of Dante. So, no, he doesn't. He actually doesn't.
No, he doesn't, but he's making a tough one.
Oh! wrong.
Wow.
Oh, he's got it
They've been
wrong.
spun.
Oh, he needs to give the position back.
Oh,
He needs
no.
to give the position back.
Yep. Note that one.
Chandler's, mate, come on.
Oh.
Give it back. Give it back, mate. Give the position back. You know what to do. Oh, is he going to give the position back? Or is he going to get into a more big of a pen here? Let's have a look if Chandler's does give that position back. Jonno is right there, and Dante's just gone. That's 2.8 seconds, and Chandler's could be in a bit of trouble here because he could have just handed Ferrari a 2-3 for the weekend, which is massive points for them going into, obviously, is he letting it past? Yeah, he is letting it past.
I don't
There you go.
know.
He
Yeah.
is. Good racing. Well done, Chandler's. Good sportsmanship. Problem is now he's going to have to do it all again with that investigation behind him. And I think that could be interesting for Chandler's tonight. Keithy, as though, has pulled that 3.7 gap in, and Burrito Man is pulling that in as well. So is JF7, and Dido's not far behind, but they're having a nice little battle there between him and Aiden as Raiden. But JF7 is ready to pounce on the back of Burrito Man, and we've seen Aston Martin leading the overalls. Burrito Man ready to pounce and get the move done on Keithy. Poll ended. Chandler's does get driver of the day on the vote. So, that's going to be an interesting one at the moment. But there we go. Burrito Man up into P5 with that pen. Keithy down into P6, followed very, very closely with JF7. And we've got a nice little battle going on here between Aiden, Sweden, and Dido. Number one, Swift doing a great job. Plugger and Webber have just battled all night. And that's a great battle between those two as well. Fat Cat, I don't think, is still in the lobby. So if he can get you to, I don't know if he can add you or what, but yeah, really unfortunate. Oh, his power's
his power cut.
Oh!
Yep.
Fat
No.
Cat. Oh, that's all right, I'll let you take it over with JF7.
JF7, right. This is a good little battle here. Burrito Man, Keithy, JF7, they're having a nice little battle in the mid-pack. Burrito Man cops a 3-second penalty, so that's not going to be good for him. He's leading this pack. These guys are going to be pushing hard. Let's see if JF7 what he can do. Tries to make it the run into Parabolica, but he can't quite get it, but he's going to try and sit as tight as he can, because these two could make a run on Burrito Man if they get close enough. These tyres will start to hurt a little bit, but there's only 3 laps to go, so you'd compromise that for any reason. But they're going to come in to the first chicane, and it's all nice and tight, and it's like a Sunday drive for some of them. There's not much really happening. But they are going to keep this up, and they're going to push, and for the boys in front, they're probably thinking it's easier just to fight with each other and know that we're going to jump Burrito Man for that 5th spot, and he'll drop down into 7th position. So smart for them. Don't want to burn the tyres, don't want to hurt them. And it's about making the move happen on there as they pass the slow car of Fat Cat. So I'm thinking Fat Cat maybe in.
Getting 6.
Possibly.
No, Aiden's Raidens get 6 seconds of pens, and Dino's right behind with 3. JF7 getting a 3 as well. A little bit of drama coming into the closing stages. That's Keithy. He'll be over the moon. Keithy is looking. Oh, number 1 Swift jumps to the party as well. And, Keithy looks like he'll jump Burrito. Dino getting past Aiden as Raiden, and he'll be ready to make the move there. He needs to be very careful because that Fat Cat is a lap car, so he needs to get out the way. And he does get out the way, or sort of gets out the way, and he's coming into the pits again. So, not the best of nights for Fat Cat. But back up to the front. We've got Jonno in P3, Dante in P2, and, well, it's another job for Ferrari. 2 weeks in a row, and that looks like it's going to be another week as well. So, great job for them, and good points for them for Ferrari going into the overalls as well. They definitely needed it. This is something that Aston Martin did not want to see. JF7 down there in P7, and also Fat Cat down there in P14. Drama still going on here as Dido and Aiden as Raiden going at it. Aiden as Raiden just needs to be a bit careful there. So does Dido. He knows he got the pin, so if he can just stay with him, he's got a massive opportunity of scoring some good points here, as Burrito is going to fall way down the pegging order as well with 6 seconds. Chandler's puncher. Let's have a look. Apparently we've got question marks. Chandler's has a puncher. I'm just trying to see what's going on in that car at the moment. He is dropping way off, isn't he? He's now got Burrito in
He
there.
is.
I'm just trying to see. Can't see anything.
Not-
Front left, front
Yeah.
right. Am I seeing a puncher? I don't know. I can't see anything.
Yeah. I don't know what I can see.
I think he has got a slow punch, or there's something wrong with that car because he is going very, very slow. And anyway, we're on the last lap. Here we go. 16 laps, 17 laps. Burrito up into P4. Great drive from him tonight. Chalmers has got it all wrong. He could fall way down the pecking order with an investigation as well. It does have no pens though. Keithy is ready to pounce. This is going to be P5, P4 for Keithy. Even though we lost his teammate earlier on in this race. Rear left puncher apparently for Chalmers, we're hearing. Rear left, there you go. So there it is. It's that rear left. We'll have to wait and see. It could get worse. And it could get worse because JF7 is ready to make the move and he gets past up into P6. How many seconds are these guys going to get out in front? That's going to be the next question.
Oh yeah, I can see that now that they've noticed that they've told us which tyre.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, here we go. Bit of drama going on there for Chandler. Really unfortunate indeed. And Aiden as Raiden are coming very, very close behind. Cameron Adams though wins the Monza Grand Prix. Fantastic result by him. Dante is going to finish in P2, or is he going to finish P3? 3.1. Jonno 3.2. Jonno gets P3. Dante gets the P2. Burrito finishes in P4 on track. We're then going to have Keefe in P4. We're going to have JF7 in P5. Chalmers has gone driver of the day. It's going to be an interesting one though, but he is going to keep P7 with that investigation. Dito's going to finish P8 there, and great job from Burrito Man from the reserve tonight. And Williams P6 and P8, good points for the Williams. They'll be happy with that. Number one split from P9, Plugger in P10, and Weber and Lockie 13th, and Fat Cat in 14th. So yeah, a very interesting night. We are going to get some interviews on our way. But yeah, an interesting night tonight, Shaz.
It has been very much has been a night, mate. But Gamble Adams, good to have him in and around. He goes away with the win, and our championship leader Jonno gets some valuable points with his teammate Dante for second and third. So it's been a good night for the Ferraris, and that will help them. I know Lamb will be happy sitting there in the onboard box. That he'll be pretty happy with where they are at.
Yeah, definitely. It's been an interesting night. We'll have to jump on board with these guys and see what they've got to say. But who does get cleanest driver? We've got driver of the day, which did go to Chandler's. That was your vote, and that doesn't look like we're going to get the information we need. Again, it's going to blow me out. Yep, there we go. Thank you very much, game. So, for some reason, I don't know what's happened, but I have no vote because it's not going to give me the menu I need. So, there we go. Thanks for that, game. Really appreciate that. So if anyone does have cleanest driver or anything, please let me know because I haven't got it on the stream. So, all right. On that note, we are going to get some on board with some interviews. I'll have to wait for these guys just to jump in. But on that note, Shaz, give me a summary of the night.
Yeah, it was a good Division 1 race. It was good racing for the most part. We know there's going to be a few things investigated, but for the most part, it was good, clean racing, and yeah, it was good to see the Division 1 guys for a change not have too much drama.
Yes, a few issues there tonight, which was a bit unfortunate. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. We've just got a few of the guys coming in. We're just waiting on. Oh, we'll go with these interviews first. We're just waiting on one more to jump in. No, apparently not, Keefe. You did not get it. It went to Chandler's. Got it in the end. 5-4. So I didn't. Everyone voted, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. So we're just waiting on one more interview. Let's just going to see if he's going to join or not. If he doesn't join, then we'll just continue. Just bear with me a second. Okay, no, looks like he's not. All right. Okay, all right, we'll crack on, and we'll go with you, Shaz, to P3, which was Jonno in the Ferrari.
No worries, thank you. Jonno, well done, mate. Championship leader, and you've banked some very, very valuable points out of Monza tonight. How did you feel that race went?
Yeah, no, well, considering my qualifying was quite bad, I'm happy to be on the podium, yeah.
Very good, mate. Great to see you there. We spoke about it in the stream about the fact that your qualifying was I don't know whether we would say it was
It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
okay.
Trust.
It was
Yeah.
it was bad. Can you give us a little insight into what happened?
Yeah, well, last lap I just overcooked the chicane, so yeah, and then I went into the gravel, so I just try to keep off the racing line for everyone. Yeah, it wasn't too great.
Very good, mate. We're off to Yas Marina next week. Due to the season ending in F1, but for round number 12, I believe, we're up to in championship. How do you feel about Abu Dhabi and the Yas Marina circuit and the changes they've made recently?
Yeah, well, I love Abu Dhabi. It's a fun track, so yeah, better than Monza. You can actually do something. So, so we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, I do love the track.
No, very good, mate. I'll hand you over to SJ.
Easy.
Yeah, Jonno, a hard night, mate. That did. Obviously, qualifying didn't seem the best for you. Not probably where you've been through the season, but we know that we can never underestimate. Unfortunately, another night where someone was causing problems. We get it. We have to deal with it. But as long as it didn't cause you guys problems, that's the main thing. But yeah, another podium. A very, very strong performance again from Ferrari. You did it last week at Silverstone. You've done it again this week, which is really, really good to see. Puts a lot of pressure on the overalls as well, especially what happened with Fat Cat, which is unfortunate, really, really unfortunate. Helps your prerogative as well in the championship. Were you happy with your race tonight? Did you find it difficult to get through the traffic? We did see you and your defender last season come together, which didn't need to happen, which I'm sure will be looked at by the onboards. But all in all, tell us about your race.
Yeah, I mean, it went as smoothly as it could have, to be honest. Just kind of maintaining my engine temp, because if you have kind of like 138 and over, your straight line speed is just non-existent, so you can't really pass anyone even with DRS. So just try to maintain that throughout the race. Maintain tire wear as well, which was not fun to do, but that's how you have to race now. So you kind of just have to be wary of that. But overall, I think the race went as well as it could have.
Yeah, well, I think you've got to be happy with that. And obviously, you've seen the results come out for the overalls. What's your thoughts to this? Because like Aston Martin have come out in the middle of nowhere, but we've seen Williams. They bring in some really good points last week, and also McLaren. Do those teams worry you for the time being at the moment in the overalls?
Probably, yeah, because I mean it is quite close, and it depends on how all the other divisions and each other teams do. So, you kind of help out wherever you can with the other divisions, try to make them score as much points as possible. So, I think it's going to be really close in the battle.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Campbell has pulled in that gap onto you by taking that win, which is really unfortunate because the person behind him did disconnect, and yeah, he had a bit of an easy win there in the end. Unless he doesn't race the rest of the races, which will be good for you, for yourself, and obviously the other battle. How are you feeling going into Abu Dhabi?
Abu Dhabi, yeah, I like the track, so I think I can put on a more of an attack, I guess you could call it, because Monza, it's not my best, and I told you last week, and you thought I was lying. I'm not lying. So, yeah, Abu Dhabi, I'm pretty good at though, so hopefully a better result next week.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing what you can do, mate. It's been fantastic to watch so far, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next week in Abu Dhabi. You got it, you legend. Thank you very much. Cleanest driver. I didn't get the last results. Hopefully, did you get the, did anyone get the standings, the classifications at the end of the race?
Yep.
Please say. Awesome. That's what I need, because I need the intervals. Jonno, mate, well done. And yeah, have a great week, mate. And we'll see you in Abu Dhabi next week.
Thank you very much.
All right. I will go over to the next interview because this person isn't here. This is going to be causing a lot of drama. Challenge, you got driver of the day, but then unfortunately made a very interesting move on the person that was battling you last season. You did hand the position back. Well done on that. But yeah, you got given driver of the day, and I think after that manoeuvre, I think everyone was not agreeing with it. But you were having a very good race. You're in P3. You know, you've had a very interesting season compared to obviously winning it last season and not really being anywhere near this season. What's been the reason of that, do you think, this season?
Campbell. I don't think anyone's gonna beat Campbell regardless. My other reason for it is probably it's not practice. I'm doing just as much practice. If I'm honest, it's just others have either gotten better or I'm just not as good as I am on the old game. It just hasn't really been working for me very well, especially tyre. Like as you saw in the end, I had to finish final lap without a rear left wheel, so I managed that somehow. I got the P7, but yeah, I don't think I've won any races this season. It's been difficult, but
What's been
I
the
think
difference?
just competition is better.
What's been the difference?
Between this game and the last.
Well, no, just to this season and last season. You know, you had a fantastic battle with you, Steg and Jonno. This season, like, I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to single you out or anything, but you know, you're. Let's have a look. 15th,
We're not
36
saying my
points.
driving.
Yeah. What's the difference?
15.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
wow.
happened?
Honestly, I would say the driving standard's gone down.
Okay.
And
Yours
don't
or
take
just
me wrong. I'm not talking about
yours, or
I'm
are
not
you
talking
saying in
about
general?
myself.
Okay. No, that's fine.
In general,
Yep.
like I made the move on Jonno. That
Mhm.
was perfectly fine. I was like clearly moving up on the inside. I had broken later.
Mhm.
I got turned into. That caused that incident. Wasn't my fault. I still handed it back because I would lose the ticket regardless. For the rest of the season, I've had ridiculous fights with people who can turn into me, brake check me, all of the above. But the second that I try to fight the way they fight, the ticket just doesn't go my way. So I think this season compared to last, I'm trying to bring. I'm trying to not be the nice driver on track who'll just let someone punt me off the road, essentially.
Okay. So that's fine. I like the honesty. At the end of the day, honestly, like if you're basically saying the driving shit, be honest, it's fine. It is what it is. I'd rather drivers be honest and not lie and, you know, hide behind
Yeah, like
closed doors.
in my race just then, I was following behind Dante. Jonno caught up, fair and square, passed me, fair and square. The second that I got passed by Jonno, he started backing me up. We were already a second behind Dante before the end of the first lap. And if I didn't try to put on a move, I wouldn't be racing properly. So it's morals at that point. if he's trying to build a gap for his teammate, I've got to try to stop him from doing that.
Oh, 100%,
Regardless.
100%. But there's also a way of, obviously, Ferrari know what they're doing. Obviously, they've got the guy in front that's got the penalty. They've got you behind, battling Jonno. Jonno's got no penalties. He's on the fresher tyres. You're actually on the older tyres. He's going to try and back you up and let his mate pull away. And then, obviously, try and pull away from you for the DRS. But there's also doing that in a safe manner. Let's talk about the puncher, and then I'll pass you over to Shaz. What happened there? Because we were told in the chat that you got a puncher, and we've been told it can be done a one stop, but it's really tight. So how did you get the puncher?
Well, ultimately, I think I was pushing too hard. I also did undercut a lap early, so my tires were a lap older. But I think the biggest factor was on lap 24. I think Jonno and I got caught up to a disconnected driver who just came out of the pits. I'm pretty sure held Jonno up, basically just pulled off to the side and didn't accelerate out of the corner at all. So I basically just flew into the back of him. And that gave me wing damage, so I was basically full locking around every right-hand corner, which is every second at minimum.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So the entire left side of my car was disgustingly hot, and it popped going into turn 2.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Well, congratulations on drive of the day and obviously getting points. And I'll pass you over to Shaz. I know this is going to be a big talking point after this stream. So yeah, well done. And thanks for jumping in. And over to you, Shaz.
Thank you very much, SJ. Good luck, generally going forward, mate. Abu Dhabi, how do you find it?
I haven't driven it on this game yet. But I remember last game it was very dependent on tire wear, especially rear tire wear. If you let your rear right tire wear get gone, so you lose all your tire wear, it's just not gonna be fun for you. You have to you definitely have to manage it a lot more than almost every other track. But I would say it's one of my worst tracks. But if I'm honest, if I just continue racing like I do, it's not gonna matter. I just need to get quali done.
Yep. Fair enough, mate. Well done. Hopefully the penalty's not too severe for you, but
Well, I won't get a penalty. I gave the position back. That's how that works.
Right. We'll wait and see what the stewards have to say about that, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'll see you all next week, I suppose.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jonas. Right, we'll go back to Ferrari and Dante. You're getting P2. John, let you have it this time. Getting that 3-second time pen. And a little bit of drama there. I don't know if the disguise of Fat Cat or the disguise of Chandler's causing a little bit of an incident there with Jonno made you pull away. But end of the day, you're sitting here talking to us now, P2. How was your racing overall?
Hey SJ, Shaz. It was a good, pretty eventful race, if I'm being honest. Not from my perspective, but from what I've been hearing and seeing. At the start of the first stint was really just tyre saving. Like, our practice mostly was in the race, just trying to minimize tyre wear and the engine temperature, keep it down low. So didn't really do much in that first stint other than get that penalty, which was pretty gobsmacking. I was gutted because it was such a lazy penalty to get. Just wasn't focusing. And then the second stint became a bit of a strategic talk between me and Jonno, where we aimed to have Jonno save tyres, not, nothing too outside the rules, just save tyres, so I could get that gap. And then he'd use his superior tyres to gap Chandler's. And hey, I know Chandler's isn't here anymore, but don't hate the player, hate the game. You can't just say, make it seem like it's against the rules, because in the end of the day, it's fair racing. He's not doing anything stupid or, reckless. So if you can't get past him, then you shouldn't get past him. Like, if you're sending dive bombs and causing contact and damage, then you deserve the penalty. But yeah, it was nice to get that P2, considering my teammate was on the superior tyres and had much more pace than me on that last lap, but unlucky with his wing damage.
Yeah, it was very interesting. It's a lot of beef tonight, Shaz. Eh? It's
Yeah.
getting to that part of the season now where there is no room for error, especially with the overalls. I don't think I've ever seen it this close before, and it's interesting. And I saw your performances last week in Silverstone, and it was a fantastic week, and Kick had a very good week as well. It was basically Ferrari versus Kick, and then Kick versus Ferrari in both two races. Didn't happen tonight. Unfortunately, Kalki had that incident with his throttle. Keefe done a great job finishing fourth. And you're battling them. And you're also battling, obviously, Aston Martin. So to get that 3 seconds, and then obviously Jonno to know that, I would have probably normally seen, Jonno, well, you would have given the position back because Jonno's trying to fight for that title. So I think it was great. I think obviously there's a way of doing it, and I think that's one thing that we obviously need to understand in racing is that it's all about teamwork. And if Jonno knows you've got that 3 second time pen and you can pull away, then you can do everything he can, drive in none, hold Jake up or Chalmers up as much as he can. I think that caused a little bit of frustration, and we saw a few dive bombs going into that turn one, which ended up in a bit of damage. Not the worst dive bomb I've seen from Challenge. I saw another worse one than that, but that's good momentum for Ferrari for you from yourself going into a track next week, which is 100%. So 52. I think is it 52 laps around Abu Dhabi. How you feeling about that for the momentum?
Something 57, I believe.
Yeah, that's the.
But yeah,
Yeah, how you feeling?
maybe 58, something like that. Yeah, no, I had a league race last week around Abu Dhabi, so I don't feel too bad about the track. Obviously, practice will help my confidence, but it's a good track in the past for me. 2 seasons ago in Division 2, I went from basically last to the podium, so yeah, it's a good track for me with the track record, but I guess we'll see what happens next week because it's the future, not the past.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see what happens. And what do you feel about the battle at the moment in the overalls? What's the pressure like for you guys? You just take each race as it comes.
I mean, obviously we keep our eyes on the overalls. It's not a big, important thing in personally my eyes, but I would assume Jonno's as well. We focus on getting the best points we can, best finishing positions for the team, and we do it together. We just have fun. We just enjoy winning, finishing on the podium. So it's not really a worry for us, but always good to get the good points for the overalls.
Yep. Well, great job, mate. Well done on the P2, and I'll pass you over to Shaz.
Dante, mate, good drive tonight. Bit of fun out there. Division 1's always fun to watch and view. How do you see the racing being out there at the moment?
Like the racecraft.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't usually see many bad things. Like if I'm in being overtaken or in an overtake, it's never usually that dirty. So I think it's relatively clean around me, but there might be a bit of lack of respect from one driver to another throughout the division, which might influence that reckless driving or the dive bombing or whatever. So, yeah.
And very good, mate. I asked Vettel during qualifying, and I'm going to ask you this question. If there's a track that we didn't race at this season, bring back for season 10, which track would it be?
Can I choose a track that's not on the F1 calendar?
Well, that's a bit hard.
Honestly, I don't know. I'd have to look at the calendar, but honestly, if there was one I could remove, it'd definitely be Canada. But I don't know. I think this calendar's pretty good because I like most of the tracks except for a couple of them. But yeah, it's a good calendar. It's got most of the tracks in it.
Yeah, it was such a tough start with the basically six street circuits. Well, five and we're at Lasalle in Qatar. Have you enjoyed getting into a bit more circuit racing and having a bit more wide open spaces and not so technical tracks?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
It was a tough start for me, the start of the season. Obviously, with those circumstances, it sort of impacted the racing for me and probably put a bit more pressure on me. And to just get out of that and just focus on the racing, starting, I think it was Zandvoort or Imola, one of the two. They were good results for me to start it off. So I'm glad we're past the street circuits. It means you can more room for small mistakes that don't mean a lot.
Yep. No, very good, mate. Well done. Good racing. Well done on your P2. I think you held Jonno out by 2 temps. So, good job, mate. Well done. And on to next week at Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I got to shout out Jonno though. He was a real team player tonight, and it wasn't a team order. It was a game of rock paper scissors, which decided that P2 and 3.
Yep.
All right, thanks guys.
All right.
Cheers, mate. All right, there we go. We're going over to the winner again, and this man had it quite easy after that incident that happened with Fat Cat Camel Adams. Good evening. Not pole in quality there, mate. Invalidated on that final stint, which is unlike you. I see you've done well in the OFI, so congratulations on that. But I saw Oblivion's message early on. If you do not win this, you're retiring. Obviously, that's not the case because you have won. But it was an interesting night. You pushed the hards a lot longer, and then obviously went out on a better tyre, and then unfortunately Fat Cat disconnected. So you had an easy basically end to the race.
Qualifying was not good at all. All my laps were absolutely dog. They were horrible. That was abysmal. But my race, was really strong. Was able to manage the whole first stint behind Fat Cat until he boxed, and then managed to be about the same pace as him with older tires. That's how much I was able to save. So had really good pace on the hards. Managed to get the overcut and come out right behind him. So I think the win was always going to happen. I think the mediums were just way too quick with like a 7-8 lap offset. So I was very confident that I was going to win it anyways. The disconnect obviously made it a bit easier. But it was good. Able to manage the last few laps as well, which is always a nice thing to do.
Yeah, no, definitely. And obviously, Nomi Aoi, tonight obviously he's on holiday. He had Plugger, and Plugger obviously still got points, which was good. Bit of a difficult night for him. Was he reserving up? You've then pulled that gap now, I think, to 100, so it's 140, 150, 160, so 160, but I think it's 168 to Jonno's, I think it'll be 190. I think Jonno will probably not want you to race the remaining of the races, but we've got Abu Dhabi up next. It's a big one. She's 100. Are we going to see you on track, or are you going to be disappearing? Or are you going to continue to see if you can take out a second championship in Rush?
I might be there next week. It's next week, so I think I should be able to make it next week.
Okay. Well, great job as always. I haven't really got much more to say apart from, as soon as the disconnection, you were on the better tyres. That was it, and it was going to be difficult, I think, for Fat Cat to try and hold you up. He was on 6 lap hards, and I think you're on brown fresh mediums as well. So that was going to be very interesting to see. But no, well done as always, Campbell, on the win, and I'll pass you over to Shaz.
Thanks, SJ Campbell. First time talking to you, mate, but it's good to see that you've made it there. Can you give us a little bit of an insight? Do you think you could have found time in qualifying?
100%. I lost about 3/10 in the middle sector alone. So, yeah, I was struggling a lot in the middle sector. My setup was obviously all to race. I didn't really bother about qualifying. If I was top 5, that's good enough because I know it's hard to pass, but I know the hard medium was always the best option for me at least. And I built a setup just to save tires and be able to push on later in the stint. So it worked really well. Yeah, not a quality setup, that's for sure. So, but yeah, pole was definitely on, but it is what it is.
Yep. And obviously, you won the championship last year.
Season before.
Do you think you're going to... Oh, year before, was it? Sorry, my bad. Do you think you're going to be able to get to enough races, looking at the standings, it's very hit and miss sometimes. Do you think you're going to be able to get to enough races to challenge Jonno for that championship?
I think so. I think I'll be able to get to a few more races, if not maybe all of them for the remainder of the season. So, if that is the case, then I'll try and give my best to beat out Jonno.
Nah, very good, mate. Well done. Valuable points tonight. Good racing, as was been accustomed for when you have been joining us. Yeah, been either up in the podium or close enough to it. So well done, mate. On a good race night, and yeah, we'll see you next week at Abu Dhabi.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, job done. Thank you very much to everyone tuning in, as always, to Russia Racing Division 1. That was Monza. And a very interesting night. Not many DNFs as well, so really, really good to see. Really, really good, clean race. A few incidents there, a few onboards to look at the same time. But yeah, very interesting night. Congratulations as well to Campbell Adams, Dante, Jonno, and also driver of the day. And also Campbell Adams getting the extra point for cleanest driver as well. Don't forget there is more action tomorrow night where we go over to Division 2. But first up will be Division 4. Plenty of action, and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Oh, you'll be joined by, I'm just going to look at the schedule. Tomorrow night, you'll be joined by myself in the comms box with Tuzi. And then Division 4, you'll be joined by... No, you won't. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Wrong schedule. My apologies. You'll be joined by myself and Tuzi. And it looks like Nishka and a question mark. So someone else will be jumping in. Let's hope to wait and see who that is going to be. Shaz, a very interesting night for Division 1. A bit of drama there. And you could probably say Aston Martin, very unfortunate to not get big points here tonight.
Yeah, exactly right. They were unlucky. And that's the nature of the beast. Unfortunately, sometimes this happens for people, but they'll move on. They'll get to Abu Dhabi next week, put it in and there, and they'll enjoy it. And it's on to Abu Dhabi for Div 1 now, and there's not much they can do about it. Hopefully, the other divisions can pick up the pieces.
Yes. There's a few guys out there tonight that have had a very, very good start to the weekend. Obviously, overalls has been dropped as well, so it's going to be very interesting to see if anyone else can follow in that format as well. But yeah, unfortunately for some of those teams that didn't get those drivers out there and didn't score those points, but the ones that did, well done, and big ups to you for jumping in and giving it a go, even though it was a struggle out there tonight. It's always proud to get out there and prove to your team and prove to what you can do, because you never know. Yeah, things can change very quickly. You get a safety car and the whole race turns upside down on its head. So well done. Shaz, thank you very much, as always, for jumping into the comms box. Really good for doing that for me. Hopefully we'll see you in there. Might see you in there for Wednesday. Hopefully. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, he's probably gone already.
Oh no, sorry. Who you talk? I thought yes, no. Hopefully I'll be in there for Wednesday. Hopefully race Monday night, Div 5,
or
and
four.
then Wednesday
four, actually.
night.
Oh no, I need you for 4, but no, we'll get it sorted. I'm sure Jackal. I'm sure Jackal would love to commentate with Vekas for Division 4. I'm sure he would. Anyway, thank you very much to everyone tuning in, as always. Thank you very much to all the followers as well that jumped in tonight, and also the surprise interviews, and also the subscriptions, and the hype train. Thank you very much, as always. Remember to get on all of our socials as well, TikTok and Instagram, and also Twitter. TikTok and Twitch and YouTube and all other socials as well. Big up to all of our sponsors as well, AO369, Pagnian, SimLab, and SRC affiliate this season. Remember, SRC have dropped their new project, Ateranum. I think that's how you pronounce it. It is a few overlays. You can, they're changing it. It's really cool. There's a few things you can do. You can change the timing tower on the left. You can have pit lane in, and there's more to come. So SRC have just released that. That's their first beta version. But also, if you are needing setups for Abu Dhabi, then feel free to check them out and get them amongst the comments. Use the code as well. And if you're needing any new sim gear as well, then feel free. Remember, next week is Abu Dhabi, then silly season. So these guys are only going to have a week, but we will be having a race in that silly season break week. So do not want to miss it. As I will always say, thank you very much to everyone tuning in as always. And we will see you next week with Abu Dhabi. But until then, I'll give you a quote as I always do. Campbell Evans, 5 wins this season. Does Jonno need to watch out? We'll wait and see in Abu Dhabi. Good luck.